Have you ever imagined that on the most special day of the year, the person you love the most will betray you? It's a feeling that mixes shock, sadness, and even disbelief, as if the ground beneath your feet has vanished. Tanya experienced this at 70, for she trusted her son, loved her family, and never suspected that greed could corrode bonds that seemed unbreakable. But when she discovered the betrayal, she had to choose between pain and liberation. This story is about the courage to start over, realizing that sometimes the worst enemy is within your own home, and understanding that true victory lies in rediscovering inner peace. Get ready to be moved and inspired to prioritize self-love, respect, and hope. At 74, Tanya had always lived a simple life, surrounded by household tasks and small joys. Her daily routine revolved around her son Bruno, who lived with her, and the updates from Juliana, her devoted daughter building a life in Portugal. Her trust in Bruno was almost blind. She believed he was always by her side to take care of her, while Juliana offered love and financial support from afar. This dynamic seemed balanced, even though sometimes Tanya missed her daughter's physical presence. She was a typical mother who put everyone above herself, believing that family love was enough to give her security. Little did she know that behind her son's smile, there was a dark side, driven by greed and the desire for control. Juliana, always protective and caring, wanted to surprise her mother with something special, a beach house. It was more than a gift, it was a gesture of love and respect, a way to ensure Tanya had a place to rest and feel valued. The news filled Tanya's eyes with hope and relief. She imagined herself there, listening to the sound of the sea, feeling the gentle breeze, and breathing in a freedom she had never known in her busy life. It was a moment that brought light to a heart marked by longing. Upon hearing the news, Bruno immediately offered to take care of everything, the paperwork, renovations, and all the bureaucratic details. His attitude seemed dedicated, but concealed the greed that would soon surface, sowing the pain that would change his mother's life. Consumed by greed, Bruno saw the beach house as an opportunity for a quick profit. Silently, without consulting his mother, he negotiated and sold the property, keeping the money that should have symbolized love and care. While Tanya dreamed of peaceful days by the sea, her son fed his thirst for control. He believed he would never be discovered, trusting his mother's innocence and Juliana's distance. This act, more than a betrayal, was a profound blow to the trust built over the years. What was meant to be a symbol of respect and unity became a shadow of pain and sadness, soon to be revealed. On her 74th birthday, Tanya could hardly imagine that she would be met with a bitter surprise. Juliana, returning from Portugal, wanted to celebrate with her mother and, at the same time, clarify the situation regarding the beach house. Gently, Juliana asked about the property, and Tanya, confused, realized something was wrong. Her heart tightened with doubt, and hope gave way to sadness and the pain of suspecting her own son's betrayal. The confrontation became inevitable. Faced with the truth, Bruno could no longer hide his greed. Juliana, with firmness and love, revealed the betrayal, while Tanya felt the shock and guilt of realizing that trust had been broken within her own home. Confronted with her son's greed and betrayal, Tanya felt a deep, almost paralyzing pain. Every gesture from Bruno now seemed to carry disdain and disrespect, a reminder that sometimes the worst enemy is right at home. Seeing her mother suffering, Juliana offered an unexpected invitation to live in Portugal, away from her brother's toxicity and control. The proposal brought a mix of hope and fear, for starting over in another country is never easy, yet it promised freedom and self-love. After reflecting, Tanya decided it was time to prioritize herself. Choosing to start over meant overcoming sadness and guilt, seeking respect and inner peace, and finally taking a step toward true victory over pain. Upon arriving in Portugal, Tanya was warmly welcomed by Juliana, who turned every detail of the new home into symbols of love and freedom. For the first time, she felt the lightness of living without fear or external control. The contrast with her past life was striking far from Bruno's greed. Each day brought relief and a peace she hadn't known in years. Sadness gave way to self-respect, and the mother rediscovered the joy of living with love and autonomy. Between walks along the seaside and affectionate conversations, Tanya realized that life could be rebuilt. Every small gesture, every shared smile with her daughter, reinforced the courage to overcome pain and embrace the freedom she so deserved. Tanya understood that true victory isn't about confronting those who hurt us, but about rediscovering inner peace. The pain of betrayal was intense, but it served as a push to cultivate self-love and respect for herself. She reflected on every difficult moment and realized that those who sow ingratitude reap loneliness. Bruno's greed brought lessons that reinforced the importance of surrounding oneself with people who truly value and care for you. Now, the mother felt ready to live with hope and freedom. Every decision to step away from what hurts and embrace what brings peace became an act of courage, inspiring others to prioritize self-love above all. If Tanya's story moved you, don't forget to like and share this video. Stories of overcoming challenges remind us of the importance of self-love and the courage to start over. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss more inspiring stories showing how it's possible to turn pain into freedom and hope. Each story is an invitation to reflect on your own life. Are you nurturing relationships that respect and value you? True victory lies in prioritizing your well-being and inner peace. Tanya's story reminds us that even in the face of pain and betrayal, it's possible to rediscover freedom and self-love. Are you protecting your inner peace, or allowing someone else's greed and ingratitude to dictate your well-being? Reflect which relationships in your life need boundaries, respect, and the courage to start over. Every step toward freedom is a silent but powerful victory, turning sadness into hope. If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and follow more stories that teach how to transform pain into strength, greed into lessons, and suffering into self-love.